Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Man Killer 5, set in Sapienza. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a go at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, 47 has received a contract from Curly's wife due to an ongoing threat of domestic violence. Eliminate 4 men and leave Saul till last, as he is just as guilty for not reporting it to the authorities. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. All must be eliminated whilst wearing our suit. 1 in a consumed poison, 1 via drowning, 1 via injected poison, and 2 via fall accidents. And we also have only 1 exit available to us. No bodies can be found excluding accidents and poisons. We cannot be spotted by anyone. We must only get headshots. All shots fired must hit an NPC. We cannot be recorded, and we cannot change our disguise as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the harbour, and we'll be bringing with us a lethal syringe, a vial of lethal poison, and our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to select our lethal syringe, casually walk up behind our first target, who happens to be right here. He is joined by our second target, who is right here, and we're going to wait for what I believe is Mrs. Carrington to vacate the area, and then we are going to eliminate both of these two in quick succession. So we need to do this quickly. So we're going to jab our first target, and as he goes down, we're going to push our second target into the water, and that will get our first 2 nicely dealt with. So we're going to make our way now into the priest's cell, and we don't have a lockpick, so we're going to pick up a crowbar in the sewers. So we're going to head round to the sewer entrance, and then just on our right we will find a crowbar. Hopefully Mario is not around, which he isn't at the present, so we can make our way straight into the sewers, through the crypt area, busting the doors as we go. I can see Mario off in the distance on the minimap. So we're going to make our way into the priest's cell, and in here we are going to add our lethal poison to the glass on the table. And while we're here, we may as well take out the surveillance system, and that will deal with any notorious cameras. Not that I think we have to worry about any today. So I'm just going to wait for Mario over there to lose interest in why the crypt gate is busted open, and he will wander off. We could easily just make our way through the door on our right, but I want to be safe rather than sorry, so we're just going to give Mario all the time he needs to work out that there's no one there, it's not a ghost, it's not Luigi, and he is off. So now we can make our way outside, and we're going to head up and into the church, and we're going to trigger the priest's routine. He will sit in the confession booth until he is joined by a young lady, and that young lady will not join unless we enter her proximity. So there we go. and in a few minutes the priest will make his way downstairs and he will sample the poisoned wine. In the meantime, we will move on to our next target, who is located at the bathrooms here. So we're just going to grab all of the coins from the tip jar, and we're going to make our way into the bathroom, and we're going to place our coins rather awkwardly on the floor, one right in front of the toilet. So we want to get it nice and close, but if we get it too close, our target won't see it. So I'm going to put 2 in a line, so he should see at least one of them. And then we're going to exit the bathroom, and before the door closes, throw our final coin into the room. That will get our target's attention, and when he comes in to investigate, he did not see either of the coins. So we're going to have to try this again, and this time we only have the 2 coins. So let's try it once again. He can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes he'll just go straight in there, spot the coins and go for it. So let's take 2, and we get his attention once again, and our second coin this time is much closer to where we need it to be. Will he spot the coin? No. There's a coin behind you, mate. Look, it's right here. Okay, now this is going to start getting tricky, as we need to lure him right up to the toilet, and this time we only have the 1 coin. So we're going to really try and throw this quite precisely. We're going to have to do it with the door open. There we go. About here will do. That should hopefully do it nicely, and hopefully this time we get our gentleman to approach the toilet close enough so we can reintroduce him to his breakfast. We'll have them coins back as well, thank you very much. So you made a rather simple job a lot more harder, but we got it done in the end. So we're now going to set up for our final elimination, which will be the private investigator Sal Falcone. So we're going to place one of our coins on the stairs to the sewers here. It is rather difficult to place these coins as we tend to block the view, but I want to place it quite low down here so it won't be seen unless you're stood at the top of the stairs. We're going to place another one at the top of the stairs, but also out of view of anyone stood by the door there, as someone will be coming along and they will spot that door is open. It will get their attention. They won't go through the door, so I think about there will do, and we will keep the 3rd coin for ourselves. So yeah, they will come and investigate the door. They will lose interest. They will then go into the toilet cubicle and discover the body, and we need to wait for all of that to happen before we turn on the radio to wake up Sal Falcone. Also, while we're waiting, the priest will make it to his cell and sample the now not quite so religious wine. So there is Sal Falcone asleep on the bench. We just need to wait for several minutes for everybody to discover the body, have the guards come and take it away. He will then clean up the overflowing sink, and everybody will then go back to their usual routine. There is the gentleman just discovering the body now. So we are a little bit ahead of schedule. I did this at 9 minutes on the clock, depending on your timing. So I would give it an extra 30 seconds to a minute to 10 minutes before waking up the private investigator. So once everybody is safely clear, as best as they can be, we're going to place our final coin on the threshold of the door to the stairs to the sewers. I I'm then going to replace the other coin a little bit more visibly half at the top of the stairs. We're then going to make our way into the toilet cubicle right here, and eventually the private investigator will make his way towards the toilets. He will get distracted by the first coin, and hopefully the first coin will lead him to the second coin, and the second coin to the third coin, and the third coin to a short nap. So we're just going to let him get around that corner so he can't see us. He is an enforcer. So as he goes down for that last coin, we can then make our way into the stairwell, render him unconscious. We could have just thrown him in the well, which he does stand next to, but the timing of that can be very tricky. And we have a little cheat here, as if we drag him through the sewers, avoiding Mario, and out into the harbour area, we're just going to wait for a window of opportunity, and when that gentleman up on the ledge there moves away and the other gentleman sits down, we can drop our target into the water here, and that will count as an accident fall, even though he drowns. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we did not go for the harbour exit, which would have been the nearer safe exit. For some brain dead reason, I decided to run all the way up to the plaza and take the vehicle exit. Either way, we got the job done, and that is one more subscriber contract taken care of. We get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We've managed to meet all of our objectives, and that should gain us a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.